It's me and him. We're both playing through a little bit of the plus game of Fallen Order.
Because I
Yeah, he beat it. We both beat it. So this is us going
because
through on the
he
plus game. Yep, yep.
there's a
I
way.
don't think I can. Yeah, I think you got to run on the wall. I don't think that's a way I can get to that right yet. Oh, oh, there's a look it up. I don't think we can get to it.
You get your wall run.
Yeah, we
You
don't
do
get
get your
wall
wall
run.
run on this planet. So after you
Skinny
get it on
again?
this planet, you can come back. You can come back to this point.
What'd you find?
That's something we'll have to come back and get.
Grace might like these.
Point.
Yippee. Roar.
Okay. We got stuff hanging up right here. Oh, that's done been happening. Yep. What do you want to tell him?
That if he sees a Jedi Survivor Street fire, I'm gonna tell him that it's gonna be me doing it.
He was asking if I tell you that everything you learn in school about the Earth and the Moon, if I don't tell you that that's not all true, is what he was asking, if I would tell you the truth about that, which you have been told.
On the moon.
Yep, nobody's actually been on the moon.
Because you would die the second you get out of the freaking solar system.
How do you get out of the atmosphere? You die immediately, and nobody can actually get there, and nobody has got there.
Yep.
Yep, he knows. Nobody's been on the moon.
Because my teacher is 31. And she just shows us a clip of a person on a freaking moon. Probably.
And tells them this is what happened, and then 60 years later the education system is, I have a feeling that that's going to change with Trump in office and all that. I have a feeling that people just showing kids that we went to the moon, I think that something will happen where that's going to get released, that nobody has been to the moon at all except for maybe rovers, like electronic devices. Maybe they have been, but I'm not sure I even believe that. Now I don't know how I get back up there. Maybe I have to go back out here and climb back up.
Over here.
See something in there?
Try again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible,
Dude, his
but with
feet look so
persistence
weird.
and the Force as your
Yeah.
ally,
It
you
looks
will
like a
overcome any
spider.
obstacle.
It's
You will
like
master
if
any
spiders
path.
had feet.
Now, do what you must
I
to
mean,
reach
he
it.
is a
They
different.
act like just because his feet look like that, he wouldn't need shoes, or that shoes wouldn't help him. Shoes are going to help. Even if your feet look like weird hands, you know what help hands? Gloves. So he would still need weird shaped shoes is what would help him.
So he would kind of need your shoes, but just like put them together, like grab a few of them.
Or they
Like,
just have more like room for your toes, since his toes are like...
okay,
I did it.
8'5".
Persistence and the Force is my ally.
No, his feet are
Remembering
like.
old tricks.
I think his like the inch of his toes are like. I think they're like 2.
Think you can show me that shortcut again?
I think they're like 2.5. That's a block feed.
Yep.
How does that?
Oh, I thought we could run on the wall there. We can. It has to have the hard lines.
That's a head. Wait, should I give everyone else just find the food?
Maybe drop down.
Oh,
We run over to that. Maybe we run
run to
back
that.
and jump down like...
So go on to
Yeah,
the
no,
wall
no, watch this.
and drop down. Just a ball.
Almost. I bet
Almost
you
died. Now you
there's a
have to
way to do it.
That's again.
Got that one.
This area was used for meditation. There's someone familiar with the Jedi Order.
All good, my dude. We'll be playing for a little bit.
Awesome.
At least do one mission.
And dude,
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
So you wanna know someone who's dumb? He thinks Rick the Door Technician from Jedi Survivor is the most OP character in Star Wars movies.
It's always crazy when Wi-Fi that usually is like all of the things are working to put it where it's supposed to be at, and then somehow it just doesn't work. Sometimes you're like, well,
No,
what?
once I was doing a mission, I was right where they were trying to put me. I went everywhere. I checked every single pixel, which took me like 3 hours. I didn't see anything. And then randomly, I go back to a save point. Then it's in a different direction. It's
Crazy.
behind me.
Got a skill point.
Yeah, he said annoying. Yeah, dude, it is annoying.
Very annoying.
You should go for that dash because then.
No,
Which one are you gonna go for?
slow. That my slow is more. I'll go these slow, and my this one survival skills because that lets you go to superior blocking. Yeah, that's. I did these last time, but they're not actually the best ones. The side ones.
I think one of my favorite ones is probably the saber throw because to get the power saber throw, it can actually throw it. It can actually throw it about. It can throw from 20 meters if you have the power saber. It's it's 18 if you just have the regular version.
I gotta get a diaper on this baby real quick. Very nice. Why did you do that? Okay, we're back. If you're still here. The Eli already woke up too, so not only did we have to stop for that, but we wake up and another child is awake for a sec. And now I gotta find my toothpick because I'm having a toothache like crazy. I gotta find it. Man, I gotta take a leak, sorry. You start streaming and always one thing after another. Dude, I have to use a toothpick, and then when I do it, my tooth hurts. Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, maybe
Hurts so bad.
maybe.
Well, I have to get the food out of there. It's gonna make it even worse than what's hurting now. Yeah, when they removed, I had one of my top teeth pulled, and that was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and since then my teeth have like separated to where anytime I take a bite of anything, every tooth on top of me, on my top mouth, gets something caught in it, and I have to get the food out. I can feel it. It's like crazy, all because I had that tooth pulled, which I had to have pulled. You know how it is. I was in the same situation you're going through, and I just was able to get it pulled, and you just wanted to quit hurting, and you get it pulled out. But it literally is made to where on my top of my mouth, if I bite into anything, something is in between every tooth just by the little bit that my teeth have been able to separate since then. It's crazy. Hold on, I gotta get this kid too. He's gonna. It's funny, I start to stream a game finally for the first time in a while, but now everything's gonna happen right then.
Yeah, you had to get it food because there was a line in his tooth.
There was a hole in my tooth and it hurt bad, like the one on the side of my face does now.
It was like a.
They're trying to pull this other tooth, but when you can get I can get a root canal, but because we're poor, I have to wait till June. So we're trying to hold it off till June, just so that I can. We're trying to hold off till June so I can get the root canal and get the tooth saved. But man, it's like I was like, I'll try and hold out, and it stopped hurting for like a week. Dude, do you not see? I'm gonna try to hold. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. I'm gonna try to hold out.
Already June, basically.
Oh no, I just said June. It's July 10th. So yeah, I have to wait till July 10th. If I can wait and figure out how to get through till July 10th, then they will fix it. With only for $500 a tooth. It's normally $1,100 for a root canal. If I can wait and yeah, it only cost him like $30 to pull my tooth out because I'm on a sliding scale. But then the tooth is gone, and it's like way more to do with. So I'm like, I said, I'll try to hold out. I'll use ibuprofen. I will try to hold out till dude, just getting smoked by these little things. I'll try to hold out till July 10th, I think it is. Or maybe July 7th, July 10th or 7th. Something like that. Because I didn't want it to happen just like my other tooth that I had pulled out, because I had the other one pulled out and my teeth slowly separated, and now I'm just like, dude, I would rather save the tooth if possible. And even what I got, Medicaid won't pay for. So it's like you either pay for the root canal and the thing, or you can just get your teeth pulled out, and that's what's happening. And it's just like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, I have two teeth off. That and one on top.
I wish I could be more like Roman. Every time he has a loose tooth, he just like pulls it out. And it's like he just comes and hands it to me like I pulled this tooth out. And I'm like, dude, I would like to be able to have that much.
The latest tooth was right under my other.
Am I going the right way?
The second latest tooth.
Am I going the right way?
Wait, you already did that. You already went past that wall. Wait, you completely bastard? Or what? Try looking.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can't get to that yet. Yep, this is the right way, because that, I already know that thing over there is something you have to go back to get when you... Yeah, dude, it's like they can just pull all your teeth is crazy. We'll pay for your teeth to be pulled, but for your teeth to be fixed, it's crazy.
Phone 21, I have...
I'll plug it in, bro. It's all good. We won't be playing that long anyway. We're gonna just play to like a checkpoint or something like that. But I'm glad you hung out while you did.
I think we could play into... I think we could...
We gotta get you a better charger, because I hate that when a charger is like you're charging it. I got one charger now, a jump charger that you can plug in, and while you got it plugged in, it actually charges real quickly. But out of all of the other chargers, I only have one charger. Oh yeah, he woke up a while ago. That one charger pack I have of a C charger and a silver box. It will charge anything I plug it into so quickly, but anything else, any other charger that I have, it does not charge it in the same way. It's crazy.
I'll tell them that I saw what I think shorts.
One of Jake's shorts.
It was one where
He said he's seen one of your shorts.
it's called Two Cute Bunnies. He just out
Oh, the bunnies, yeah. Yeah, Roman's seen one of your shorts because they're always on my phone.
It takes 6 hours.
That's crazy. 6 hours, man. That is
like
crazy.
an hour.
Right on. I'll see you then. If nothing else, yeah, I'll see you for sure. I will be on for a little while. Maybe I'll come back on after that. I'll be in charge of phone. Well, maybe we can get you a better charger. Yeah, one that's, because I know you ain't got much money for nothing, but if we can get you enough money to get an actual good charger that charges up quickly when you plug it in and can charge something else, because they do make them, maybe that's the next thing we need to try to get you. I hope you do get the shoes too, but yeah, charge up your phone and I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Wait, he left.
Yeah, I think he had to charge up his phone.
Wait, check if he does
He said that he had to charge up his phone, baby. The charger he has it. If he's trying to use his phone,
Whoa, it's
it
on.
won't actually charge it up. It'll just like probably stay the same. So
You know what's one funny thing?
We're not finished yet.
You know
Okay,
what's one
he
funny
probably would have
thing?
won.
So I
Probably.
went through that. I went through it, and then I went to the other side. But then I come back, go through it again. Then I'm in an entire different place.
okay, relax, baby. Let's check this out.
0 to fall.
You'll let these dogs in.
Amazing. You all right, BD?
Well done, whoever you are. You have passed the test I left behind and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova. I may not know your name, but I know your purpose. The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands. This place, this vault, is a sacred temple, built by a vanished civilization known as the Zephyr. Meditating here, I was granted a premonition through the Force, a vision of doom. I have placed inside this vault a Jedi holocron, containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy. Ahead, you will find the inner chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands. Seek out the hidden tombs of the three sages and learn to perceive the mysteries of the Force as the Zepho once did. In this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find peace in the eye of the storm. Good luck, Jedi. And may the Force be with you.
I guess you were the someone I was supposed to meet. You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live. Not for a Jedi. Or a droid. Maybe Seer was right. Maybe we're done hiding. Hey, you want to meet some, friends of mine?
Lightsaber, but dies.
Yeah, everybody else gets to get stabbed to the chest with the lightsaber, but Qui-Gon dies somehow.
That's
Fail.
That's because George Lucas is actually a good writer.
He is a good writer, but he could have had him stabbed in this, say, side right here. Like, it took him out of the fight, but Qui-Gon lives. They would have been better off with Qui-Gon Jinn, as good as a character he was, of him surviving. Reva, or whatever her name, she could have died. The Inquisitor, he could have died. In the Obi-Wan show. No, Reva in the Obi-Wan show. Reva and the Inquisitor, they both get stabbed through their chest and they don't die. They both could have died and would have been better off. You know what they even did? They let Darth Maul get cut in half. They brought him back in the Clone Wars. In the Clone Wars show, Darth Maul is alive with, like, robot legs. I told you to watch it.
Like this. It says he has to dual wield the lightsaber, but it gives him a bigger handle so he can go. Now that makes no sense because I went through that. It gave me to the other side, but not that side. The other side finds Mantis, and then I come back.
I think I found what you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
First mission is done.
Lay down, Tink.
You know what I like to, you know what I like to do is and I'm like on a quest. I like to do this and I like to tell me instead if it's too late, like throw it off the cliff. Take it. Make it so soft. I'm cutting his tongue. Cut his tongue.
Good.
My friend, it appears the Zepho had some interest in Dathomir. Strange. For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
Let's go, BD1. Should be a lot quicker than the way in. Well done.
You passed the test.
So you knew about BD1?
Come on board. We'll talk inside.
Oh, BD1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa! Get off my sofa! Don't! Get out of there! Get out!
That is BD1. He's with us.
I don't care who he's with. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you found something better out there than this droid.
Oh, calm down, Grease. He did. Tell us, Cal.
The vault was built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi named Eno Cordova hid something inside of it.
What did he hide inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Ah, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes, a long time ago. I was his apprentice. Cordova was a loner. That little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about Pagano.
Hold on, wait a minute. A hollow what?
A holocron. It stores information, but only accessible to Jedi. Hang on, I think I have one around here. Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Okay, no problem. Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron is hidden deep inside the vault, and to get it, we have to follow Cordova's path. He mentioned something about the planet Dathomir and a Zepho homeworld.
All right, well, where are we going? I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Look, before we do anything, I need to know something. How come you're no longer a Jedi?
I had an experience that changed my perspective. So I cut myself off from the Force.
But you still want to rebuild the Order.
I believe that rebuilding the Order is the best chance we have against the Empire. What do you believe?
I believe I can't keep hiding from the Empire, so I don't really have a choice.
Cal, as long as you're alive, you will always have a choice. Are you with us?
We're in.
Dathomir or Zepho, it's your choice.
Looks lonely in there. Better find more seeds.
I'm busy. I gotta figure out what to cook next.
Where to?
Must be hard watching all your friends get gunned down. I mean, you know, purged or whatever. What? It helps to talk about it, right? No?
Yes, it was difficult. But you must cope, not forget. We must remember the mistakes of the past and change things going forward to make sure they never happen again.
Sounds like you're not too sure everything is gonna work out.
I'm not. That's why adaptation is important. Whether it's a course of action or an idea. We all have to be ready to change.
Time to land. Get up here. Storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
It's under control. It's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on. Oh. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zepho, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zepho, believing their teachings to be important.
Hang on.
Your message went by so fast. If you're here, I didn't see, but I think my son said that you're here, Jason. So I say, what up, my brother? Caught us right at the end of the stream, but I do hope you're doing well. Get you in my prayer list. I mean, you have been for a long time, dude. I'm going to say it might be multiple years at this point that I've had you on my prayer list. I'm not sure, but a long time. If you have any specific prayer requests, tell me so I can put that down on my list on my phone. There, I see you. Yeah, praying for you always, but it's, I don't have any specifics about anything, of course. I'm just praying for your blessings and protection and stuff like that. But if you have something specifically over, you can even leave it in the a comment of a video or stream. I will see it, and I will write it down, and I will keep bringing it to the Lord when I pray. Stopping so I can pull up my thing on my phone and see what you've said to me.
Brother, you look right
For
here.
sure, bro. Good to see you and hear from you too.
Can't get through. Watch out, BD. You don't look friendly.
That's crazy that they put it on. It's so quick the little stormtrooper get pulled to pieces.
BD1, over here.
Cal, can you hear
I
me?
got you,
The
bro.
Empire.
I'm glad you're in
Found
here.
Once
Zeppo.
we have
They
a
were
Always,
following the
desktop,
mantis.
always
Would
praying
have
for
been
you.
informed already.
Definitely.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
What's that? I'm looking.
Yeah, I hope you are being blessed every day. I know day by day can be hard, but I am hoping that you are being blessed. Praying for it. I've known you long enough that I've known you to have some struggles here and there, as you know I have had. And yeah, I'm not unaware of those things, and I'm still believing the best for you in those things, and for peace and protection, all that. Oh, always.
There he goes! Steady!
Pausing to see what you wrote. Pausing to see what you wrote. Dude, God's goodness. Let us say, and I'll say with you in agreement, how good is God, how good is Jesus, that He can set us free from things like that in any given moment. And that's amazing.
I'm looking.
No, I picked that up, what you was putting down, that it was too much to really
Wait, a second
explain
person's
really
watching?
quickly, but
The second person's watching.
yeah, I got what you were saying.
Yeah.
It was just a praise report, basically.
Do you think we'll be reassigned? Look at him! We're alone now, Jedi! Who's over there? Get down here! What, too much?
Welcome to the next person. That's what.
Found the target! Okay then. What? Jedi!
Got you. Shoot him. He's looking pretty hurt. No more range support, but we've got this. On mission. We'll win easy. I bet he runs.
Let's get going, BD1.
I've lost visual contact. Jedi, engage with caution.
Sir, I see you sometimes in Jake's chat, but I do always hope you're doing good. You're doing good. If ever you have a specific thing you want me to pray on, just put it in the comments of one of these streams. I will definitely do it, I promise you.
What do we do if we run into a Jotas? Okay, I'm done. Okay, Jedi.
Where are you going? What is it?
He definitely has
I
potential,
got you, dude.
right?
We here with you. We all one in this.
You can't run from us.
Can you slice this? Yeah, sorry about your scomp link. But standing up to that bog rat? Pretty brave. BD1, over here.
Oh yeah, definitely on the borderline of insane. Yeah, I've was treading that line for many, many years, and I would say still am, but maybe not on the borderline of that. Been pulled away from that by the Lord, but definitely came right from that, and definitely had been crossing that. That's for sure. Just double checking that. Dude, I've dipped my toe into the insanity that a lot of people, if I can explain to them that the Lord can bring you from insanity, I mean, dude, I've went way deep into insanity.
the rotations. Since I left Bogano, I've uncovered more about the Zepho than I once believed possible.
That's not moving.
Sorry, I try to mute my controller when everybody's just going off. I got a child that just woke up that should not have woke up at this time of night, and he's the loudest one. So I kind of try to mute it because he's just going off while I try to figure this out. Yeah, once in a while, no one wakes up and they should not. Yeah, baby.
There's the Jedi! Fire, you coward! Jedi's on the move! Get the target! Whole squad is down. Step off.
It's all lies. The Empire just wanted this land. Wonder where we should go next. Yeah, maybe there. So next, let's go to...
Are you out of here, Jason? Much love, my dude. If you can still hear me, I am glad you stopped in, my brother, and I'm praying for you always. They only show the chat, baby, like over here, and then it only is on there for like 5 seconds, and it goes away. So I have to pull up the chat on my phone so that I can see like what Jason is saying to me and stuff. Because if I don't pull it up on there, and I just look away for a split second, it's not going to show me. So that's why I have it up on the computer and on my phone. You know what I'm praying for, dude? Pray for it too. There's like Phil Robertson died. I'm going to say that that's a great loss to the world. But also on the same day that he died, there was a bunch of Christian women and children that were brutally murdered in Ethiopia the same day that he passed. And we need to keep the persecuted church in our prayers every single night, because you know what they're doing is they're praying for us, and we don't actually really deserve their prayers, but they're praying for us too. So we have to pray for those that are being killed for their faith. These are citizens of heaven that, you know, I'm not worthy to clean their sandals and tie them to their feet. sucks. I always thought I would be able to get my Phil Robertson book signed by him. And now he's went on to glory already. But it's crazy how if you really love the Lord, you can affect somebody's life without even ever being around them. And he did affect mine, like so many others. He affected my life. And, I dare somebody to read his books or just even watch him watch a compilation of him on Duck Dynasty and tell me that doesn't affect how you want to be as a man, because I actually am not that great of a manly man. I wasn't raised by anybody.
Where are you taking us?
The Empire's forced the villagers from their homes, frightened refugees, shipped off to work camps, or worse.
But you know who Phil is, man, that's awesome. What a guy. I gotta get it. Charge it. I promise you, dude, whatever you think functional is that we're doing, the only functional thing that'll happen in this house is because of Jesus.
Right.
That's it. Jesus, the
Was that
church. No, this is Jason.
Huh?
Jason, the other guy I told you about.
Okay. Yeah, no. You can look at our kitchen.
Yeah, my wife says if you could look at our kitchen right now. Yes, Sai is awesome too. I love that guy. Godwin as well. I would love to meet either one of them. We're actually planning this summer, and this sucks because Phil died, and this summer we're going to WFR because I've been a part of that church for a number of years through the online community, and supporters of their ministries and stuff. And I thought that I would get to get Phil to sign my book, but you know what? I'll see him there. So that sucks that I wanted to meet him and stuff, but I will still get to hang out with him. Dude, I love Sai. Duck Dynasty is like literally my all-time favorite show. I bet you I know it. If there was like some game show, Duck Dynasty game show about the episodes, dude, I would sign up immediately. I feel like I will win. I can literally rattle off like my top 5 episodes real quick. Let's see. Return of the Beavers, Debug Life, Hands on a Wood Chipper, Statue of Limitations, and the Thanksgiving Day Special. I'm what you would call a Duck Dynasty super fan. I actually have a beard for the past half decade at least, because I was trying to imitate Phil, because I had imitated terrible men so much of my life. I started, it was like, well, I'm gonna imitate somebody not like that. And because of Phil, I started growing a beard, and I've had a beard for maybe 6 years, 7 years, or something like that. Like I was gonna imitate Jesus, and I need to imitate other men that have proven that they are imitating Jesus. You imitate Paul, we imitate Luke, we imitate Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We imitate Paul. We imitate the men that are around us, and even the women that have loved Jesus and proven themselves. Of course, we should imitate them. And yeah, I imitated so many shitty people throughout my life. Yeah, I had a beard. It sucks. I have this book of Phil's called The Theft of America's Soul, and I so wanted to get it signed by him, man. No need. I'll see him. Okay, we'll hang out. I was hoping. I just went around in circles out of town. I hate that about this thing. You know what I love about Sai? It's the craziest thing, dude. If you say something he agrees with, the first thing he says is, no, yeah. That must be so aggravating for people around him. And then they got used to it. Yeah, he'll be like, you say, hey, the sky's blue. He'll go, no, yeah. So he has to tell you no and then agree with you. That was the funniest crap ever. No, yeah. If I get to meet him and I say anything to him, he's going to be like, no, yeah. That's how you know you got him and he's agreeing with you if he says no. If he says nah, like that, nah, then you know he's not agreeing with you. But if he just says no, you got it. But if he goes nah, like that, he's not agreeing with you. That's funny. Patriot. He's a patriot. And you know what Phil Robertson said about Cy? He said he's never met a better man than Silas Robertson. He said, not one. The best man Phil ever met was his brother. Phil said that. He said in the last episode of Duck Dynasty, they were roasting Cy. You can look this up. It's called The End of an Era is the episode.
Hey, I have a question. I'm so sorry. It's saying, would you put the P in, like...
If there was more than one of you, like a lot more
There's
of one
not.
of you, there's not. There's one other that married him, so yeah. Phil said, in my life, I've not met a better man than Silas Robertson. Not one. Look it up. You will see it. That he said that about Cy. It's free on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on Tubi. It's called. Just look up Duck Dynasty: The End of an Era, because they bring back an old duck call that's been out with the mold got broken years ago, and they bring it back and they give it to him for his retirement. After they get done roasting Cy, Phil says that. Says he's not met a better man, not one, than Silas Robertson. Here, let me say something real quick. Oh, stop. Stop. Hold on.
Slow decay. Okay, wait, take me back. Hold on.
Just drag it across and you'll see. It'll show you what it is. Yeah, I'm definitely a Duck Dynasty
That
super
looks like a
fan.
problem.
It's a little embarrassing because I couldn't tell them that. When I meet them, because I'm also a member of the WFR, people, the church WFR. Got brought there by
Can I
them
give your number
years
an
ago.
alternate number? Yes.
Yes, baby. Don't even ask me. Just do it. You're gonna have to have it. And if you have to have another email that you need to use the green arrows one. If it's like a backup email or something.
Okay, I'm 469-1143.
Go over here. I don't think I can go over here. Yeah, definitely. WFR means White's Ferry Road Church. Is what you know what? You should come on Sunday or Wednesdays. They always have a live stream. WFR. Yeah, just type in White's Ferry Road, like the color white. White's Ferry, Ferry Road Church, and that's the church that they went to, and because of them, Ferry, not flavored, Ferry, White's Ferry Road. It's just the church that the road was started on. They just called it that. But they are a Bible believing, faith-filled church, and dude, they love people. No matter what you've done and stuff. It's my wife and I were actually members of a church literally one block away before COVID, and they didn't hear from us or anything after that and never talked to us again. And I literally just got a letter from Mike Kellett, the pastor of White's Ferry Road, just because we've been faithfully supporting them and stuff. And we're poor people, so it's not like it's a lot, but for a few years, and they literally care about you, even when we weren't people that were able to give anything, even though we were only online. They literally made us feel like we were valuable, which we didn't get. And we were 500 yards from the church we went to before that. It sounds fucked up, but it's actually the truth. God bless them. I still pray for that church every night.
Should it say, contact me for a complimentary facial?
Yes.
Or...
Don't say complimentary facial.
Yeah, it says,
say.
Okay, advanced color consultant. I'm not
going to
a
mute
color
this so
consultant.
that you don't have to hear all this. If you can only pick one, you gotta just do that. You'll enrich their life, baby, by being a part of it.
Okay, so contact me for a
All the way back
okay, so
over
this
there.
is what it would look like.
You know what I have been praying for years? I've been praying that the Lord would send Jesus back to get us. I always say if we're going to remain on the earth in the land of living, that we would bring glory to Him and honor with our lives. But there's so much evil going on, and I'm talking about coming from being in a very evil life. There's so much evil going on beyond what people could imagine. Most people, that I just pray that I say, Lord, please send Jesus back to get us, because once He comes back to get us, we know for one thing for sure, the clock, the literal clock on Satan and all of his evil and all these human traffickers and these sickos and everything they're doing. They're hurting children and sacrificing them and all this shit. Once He gets us, that is, there's not much happening. It's over with. And I can't imagine the evil that the Lord has to be in, that He's seeing every day. Can you imagine the evil that the Lord has to see? And I know that every time He doesn't send them back, there's more and more people getting saved. But I'm just like, dude, these people are so evil. I would prefer, and of course that's why I'm not the Lord, but I would prefer just send the light of the Lord to get us. And you know what it'll do?
What's that?
Well, that'll mean that the Lord is coming to end Satan, and I hope we get to come back with Him, swords in hand, and help destroy these demons and all these things that did all this evil. Imagine what it's going to be like. We can't actually imagine what it'll be like when we're with the Lord. But you know what? I love the fact that a time's going to come and all Satan's crap is going to come to an end. All that he's been doing and deceiving and hurting people and killing people, that it's going to come to an end. I know, because of God's goodness, that time goes on giving people more time. He'll do it in His perfect time, but I still can't wait to just being taken out of life. All of a sudden, just randomly, we're being pulled up into the sky. All of our brothers and sisters that are being killed. For their faith. And to think that they're praying for us. It actually,
good job.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, the fact that a person that is gonna get killed for their faith could even pray for me, that just seems so crazy. We must never lose sight of the fact that we can just go to a prayer meeting, go to church, that I can go play bass in the praise and worship band, that I can just do that without being afraid of being killed for it. And I know people do crazy crap and they hurt Christians, but I don't have to go there particularly afraid that that's going to happen, even though it could.
I see you down there.
Our brothers and sisters, they're being killed every day. Their children. Literally, you know what they're going to be? In this world, the elites are like these sick people and their kids, but when we get to heaven, the elite, like, celebrities will be those children that just got killed because they were Christians a few days ago. They will be those people that refuse to give up their faith, even at the in the barrel of a gun. Those will be our celebrities and the people in the kingdom of heaven. The people that we admire and all that shit. It won't be Kim Kardashian and some crazy shit like that. It'll be those people.
I'm not really good. This thing was
You shouldn't. Our baby Stella. That's the Stella.
He's mine. That's it. It's all over now. You don't scare me. Nope. This is gonna look great on my record.
Damn, I'm not paying attention to my life. I need to pay attention to my mental health. Goodness sakes. Is it this way? I can't believe I have to go back here. I hate getting turned around in this game. No, wait. Okay, yeah, no. Going back the other way. So easy to get turned around in this game.
Intruder there. Move up already. Okay, Jedi. Fight me.
Oh, really? Check that out. Yeah, there's nothing more quickly to know that you're giving your life to the Lord in a good way. I mean, that you might have it as you're going to do. You're going to teach the word of God in the Congo or Africa. I mean, you leave knowing that there's a good chance you're not coming back. Most likely, I mean, just be prepared. And these people leave, and it really makes me be like, what the heck of my faith. And of course, I believe if I was called to go somewhere like that, I would. Just definitely not really the person that would be called to do that, worthy to do that, but hope to God that I would, if the Lord asked me to go, that I would go. Of course I would. Of course I would be like, who am I to go? Are they still alive, Gene?
Incoming! Loud and clear. Fire together! Someone? Anyone? Help!
Just have
I can't push it.
thoughts in my heart for you really live like compared to the rest of the world, even in our bad parts, we still live like kings and queens of what the rest of the world would view us if they had our life. 99% of the world, if they had your life, they would think you were some royalty from the amount of food you had, your house, your clothes. They would be like, well, you must be some kind of prince or royalty. They would literally think that if 99% of the world came and knocked on your door right now, and I'm also a poor person, but they would knock on our door and we would invite them in, and they would think, this is somebody who's royalty. There's no way they have all this if they're not. And we can never let go of that fact that we're so blessed to be born in this country, even the poorest of us, which I am. We have so much. I mean, we can't lose sight of that ever, or not be thankful for it every single day. Yeah, there's definitely always going to be things that are different. I believe many Catholics actually are Christian. I also think the Catholic religion itself and the leadership is most likely satanic. But I know there are people that are Catholic that are lower down. It's kind of like Freemasonry, I think. I think that the people who are the high-end leadership, they're in a whole nother thing. But just like Freemasons, the bottom few layers of Freemasons, you can be a Christian, and there are Christians there, but as they get higher towards the top, that goes away because they believe something else, but they allow what they think they allow their lower people to believe this so that they can later, if they feel like they're good enough, they will move it. And I think that happens across the board also with Catholicism, because I've seen some crazy shit. I mean, Catholic stuff. There's literally a video out recently of like the Pope having like a third hand. I mean, you look at it, it's just a straight up video. It's not even trying to be zoomed in on his hands, but his hands go to cross, and his hand is also just laying there. It's not like a video trick. No, here, Mama's putting Sissy to sleep. There's always these deeper things that are beyond what we understand, and I love that Jesus prayed that these people like Freemasons and Satanists, they think because they've told us and the whole world believes the world is a ball spinning, they love the fact that they know some information that they think everybody else doesn't know. This is part of what makes them believe they're wise, they're special, they're separate, they're apart from everybody else, because they know it's not a ball flying through Earth. They know, or through space. They know this thing, and it gives them like this sense of power that they know something. And I love that Jesus prayed, "Thank you, Lord, that you confound them and reveal these things to tiny children." Just to just to stand against them and their what they think is so great, because they will take knowledge they have and hide it from everybody else and think because it's a hidden thing. We found this out 200 years ago, this thing, or we found this out 100 years ago, this thing, and we'll keep it from everybody. And we know that only these few thousand people, these celebrities, all these people, they get told this, and they're sworn to secrecy, and the ones who really want to be deeper, they'll be Satanists and stuff like that. They think because they hold some knowledge that everybody else doesn't know, that it makes them powerful. But yet Jesus thanked God the Father that he revealed these things to little children, to like put it in their face that like, oh, you think you know so much? You know what? The little baby right there figured it out. That you're not spinning on a ball flying through Earth at 1,000 miles an hour and all this. I mean, it just, so many things about that are just crazy. The way Jesus spoke and taught, it is saying that 2,000 years later, his words can still cut deeper. The words of God, the words of Jesus, the words of God the Creator, that they can still, with all of our knowledge and all the things they think they know, his words still cut through all of that crap. I love that. I love that. Preach him. Bye-bye. Yeah, Jesus did call it that in the last days, the deception that could fool God's chosen if it were possible. You think about that. I used to think about what could that mean when I was like a little kid.
I'll get through.
I'm like, what could be a great deception that even could fool God's chosen if it were possible? Seeing it happen in real time is crazy.
You're not getting out of here alive, Jedi. You won't get me.
Can't wait to watch these grow. You seem happy.
Just so you know, if we see one of those big things, I'm running. Why? We can take down a Jotaz if we stand together. In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zepho, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology. Intruder there! Come on, hit him! He's hurt, yes! You aren't leaving here alive!
I really need a stim.
So I gotta get my boy beef jerky. He's hungry in the room and I have beef jerky. I think I was paused to half of what I was talking to you about. Jeez. Are you gonna bail out? All right, buddy. I'm praying for you, and I hope you get some good sleep. I am always praying and hoping good things for you, and I'm believing good things for you. I think I think the Lord has more in store for you than you could, not that you realize, but more than you could know. If you only ever tell the gospel to one person in your next existence and they come to the Lord, that is amazing. And even if you just teach people wisdom and stuff. So, yeah, praying for you. And I hope I get to talk to you again soon, my dude. Yeah, dude. God bless you. God prosper you, your life. Keep you safe. God gonna know you.
Hey now. Find something, BD1?
Cal. The Empire's pinpointed your location. You need to move fast.
On it. Thanks.
Everybody's going. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it right there. Just leave the dog. Take myself. There's nobody in here. Awesome. Jason, if you watch this back, or Jake, you do, get to this part. Thank you guys. I appreciate you being friends with me. Really good. It says 2 watching. Is somebody watching? If somebody's watching, I will go a little bit farther. Just if you are up watching this. I doubt that's happening, but somebody says in the next minute or two that they are actually just up watching this, hanging out. I will do a little bit farther. Just because you're already up this late, so I'll give it a minute or two. I doubt anybody's here, but I will give it a minute or two just to make sure nobody's up late with nothing to do and hanging out.